Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Jacqueline, and today I've got for you my fish and chips. Not just any fish and chips, gluten-free fish and chips. Also a little mushy pea and tartar sauce. So let's get to it. Let's start off by preparing our potatoes. So what we need to do is peel and chop them into 1 centimetre pieces. Once these are chopped, we're going to give them a quick wash and then pour them into a saucepan to boil. You want to boil them for around 4 to 5 minutes until slightly soft. Whilst our potatoes are parboiling, we're going to start our mushy peas. So we're going to put some frozen peas into the pan, add a knob of butter, melt it all down, and then go in with some lemon juice and mint. So today guys, I'm using cod for my fish and chips. You can use smoked haddock, pollock, any fish that you have in stock. Maybe not salmon, although that could be interesting. So now it's time to make our peas mushy. So I've got a masher and I'm just mashing them down, and you want to get them into a smooth texture, so I suggest blending it in a NutriBullet or a hand blender. Once you have blended your peas, you need to put your oil on to heat. Time for that tartar sauce. So we're going to start off by putting a few tablespoons of mayo in the bowl, chop up our capers, and we're adding a couple of squeezes of lemon, and then we need to add our luscious coriander, my most favourite ingredient. We're also going to chop up some pickles and add them to our mixture. It gives that extra tang. Now we're going to give this a lovely mix and set it aside along with our mushy peas, and it's time for our beer batter cod. So we're going in with our gluten-free flour. If you're not gluten-free, just use self-raising flour, our Himalayan salt, our baking powder, and we're going to stir this all up so it incorporates in all the flour. Then we're going to go in with our beer. Again, I've got gluten-free beer today, but you can use any beer that you like. So the trick is, guys, to add our beer bit by bit. What we want to achieve is a nice aerated batter, so that when we fry our fish, it's nice and light. We're trying to achieve the same consistency as double cream. So once it's like double cream, guys, what we want to do is prepare our fish. So we're going to coat it in our flour. This enables the batter to stick to it whilst cooking. We need to set our fish aside and sort out our chips. So we're going to pat them down and make sure they're nice and dry to ensure they'll be nice and crispy. Now time for the important part. We're going to dip our fish into the batter, and you want to make sure this is fully coated. Super important that our oil is hot enough for the fish, otherwise it won't cook thoroughly. A way of doing this is dropping some batter in before you put the fish in, and if that rises quickly to the top, it means it's ready. So guys, you want to cook the fish until it's cooked all the way through and golden, crispy and delightful. Now that our fish is almost cooked, we need to start thinking about our chips. We need to put a pan on of hot oil ready to fry them. And we also need to think about prepping our mushy pea. We need to heat it up before we serve it. Look how crispy that fish looks. Yum. Now it's time to set the bad boy aside and onto the chips. Now before we put it in, again we need to check that our oil is hot, so drop one of the chips in. If it comes up to the top quite quickly, it means we can drop the rest in. We're going to fry these up until they're nice, crispy and golden. Once the chips are ready, they need to be drained. So that's all the components cooked, and we're just going to put them all together to make our delicious fish, chips, mushy peas and tartar sauce. looks delicious. Now for all my gluten-free people out there, now you can have fish and chips any day you want. You don't have to wait for your local chippy. Now all that's left to do is lashings of salt and vinegar. So there we have it guys, that was my fish and chips. Let me know what you thought down below in the comments, and like, comment and subscribe. Until next time.